You know, I think Bibleman is kind of special in the fact that he's really not. He's not special. The difference between Bibleman and every other superhero is that he doesn't have superpowers. He doesn't have superpowers that come from a lab accident or some source on a distant planet. Bibleman's really a regular guy who does what every other person who trusts in God does. And that is put on the full armor of God every day and battle against whatever kinds of spiritual warfare comes his way. And hopefully it helps kids to really understand that, hey, you deal with spiritual battles on a daily basis, and even though you don't see them with your eyes, there are things going on that you've got to fight against.
She's smart and she's spunky. She doesn't let the boys, influence her at all, and they're not like, wow, we're boys, you're a girl, we know more. And she's just kind of like, hey, I know what I'm talking about, I know what I'm doing. She's smart, she's cute, she's fun. She really puts herself out there and she's in it for the team, and I really like that about her.
It's really hard for me to pick a favorite verse.
Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
It's actually the first verse of the Bible. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
I love the Bible. I love the truth in it. I really believe that every word of the Bible is absolutely true.
It's really helped me out with everything, always.
If I had to pick a favorite verse in the Bible, it's Proverbs 27:19. It says, just like water reflects a face, so a man's heart reflects the man.
Either you're an accident and your life is purposeless, or you're not. Or God created us and we have meaning and value.
Anything from just studying or, just things not going so right or something I don't think I can do, it's just like, hey, you know what? I can do anything.
And I think it's so important that we stop looking in a mirror for our sense of who we are and start looking deep down inside.
I wasn't raised in a Christian home. I wasn't raised in church. We didn't even go to church on Christmas or Easter. So I just got to a point in my life and I went, either I'm an accident and nothing matters, including myself, or God created everything and myself and I have value and I have purpose.
I can do it. It's okay. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
God doesn't look at the way you comb your hair, the way you dress, but he looks at what you care about. Do you care about his son Jesus? Do you have a relationship with his son Jesus? And if that's there, then people are going to see it.
Superheroes I enjoyed growing up.
I think as a kid, I loved superheroes.
When I was little, my brothers and sisters and I would always play X-Men.
I like to watch the Super Friends.
Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man cartoon, I enjoyed that.
Of course, everybody likes Superman and Spider-Man and Batman and all the biggies.
We'd always be different ones, and I think most of the time I was Storm.
There's a cartoon called Marine Boy. You don't remember that? Marine Boy and Speed Racer. He really wasn't a superhero. In a way he was, but he did, amazing things. I probably like some of the more abstract heroes. I loved the Wonder Twins. I liked the idea that they worked together as a team, that nobody was, neither of the two was like superior to the other, but they really needed each other in order for their superpowers to work. So I really liked the Wonder Twins.
She could fly and she could get the weather all going, and I loved like rain and all that kind of stuff. It's like, rah.
Their outfits, red, blue, green, bright, outfits and helmets and things.
But actually one of my favorite characters was this guy, they called him the Apache Chief. And I have a little bit of Native American blood, so I thought he was kind of a cool character because he would get there and he would put his arms to his side and he'd say this Native American word. I have no idea what it means, I still remember it, but I don't know what it means.
Spider-Man, he just, just the fact that he swung around from building to building and then he could do things that the average person couldn't do.
And he'd say this word and he would grow to be like 40 stories tall. And I just, as a kid, I'd go, whoa, that'd be awesome.
And I feel like Storm can beat like every other X-Men, so that was always fun.
Now I realize there are all kinds of problems with that, like you can't fit through doorways and stuff.
Marine Boy, he had aqua gum. Other than that, he was normal.
I've always kind of enjoyed the whole superhero idea.
Open up his aqua gum, put it in his mouth and start chewing it, and his aqua gum enabled him to be able to breathe underwater.
I grew up fantasizing, what if I had superpowers, or what if, I was in a position where I could do something that normal human beings couldn't do.
You know, every time I would chew gum, I'd be like, aqua gum, and pretend I was swimming underwater.
Yeah, I had those dreams as a kid.